What if I told you that Delilah was innocent? Will you believe me? Okay, not totally innocent, but at least he wasn't the downfall of Samson. Hello, my love. Welcome back to my channel. It has been a whole while. So, in today's video, I want to introduce my backstory series. I want to start this series where I talk about stories that we hear all our lives, but we don't know the actual backstory to them. Like, we just hear this, listen to those moral lessons that the people will look up to, the conclusions they draw, and we never actually saw the need to go back to those stories and read them properly. So I want to do that for you. I want to go back to some of the popular stories that we've always had this idea about, and then bring out the backstories that you've never heard, bring out the causes and some of the things that went down the line that never made it out of the everyday life, because we don't want to talk about those. Like, we think that's gonna contradict the lessons of the stories, like the whole narrative. Okay, and Samson is actually the one that caught my whole attention. Like, he's the reason why I want to start this whole series. I'll first of all talk about Nazarites and what being a Nazarite entails, and that should give you a better understanding of what went down the drain. That will give you a better understanding of what happened in the book of Judges. Actually, thinking about it, no wonder they said we should read the Bible with the Holy Spirit, because if you read the book of Judges with your bare mind, with a clear mind, as a human being, you're just gonna get so angry. Like, a whole lot of things went down, like the current USA war and Israel. That's learning. Like, it's not even 1/3 of what happened in the book of Judges. So I want to start with the book of Judges because there are so many interesting stories. As a Christian, I would advise you to read the Bible for yourself. And I want people to understand, I also want people to understand that questioning doesn't equal rebellion. Some people clearly want to understand what they are doing, what they believe in as much as Christianity is mystery and all of that, but at least someone should at least have some level of clarity to defend what they believe in, right? And if we keep making people believe as a Christian that questioning is rebellion, it doesn't just help. Okay, for me, I'm a very curious person, and I've been reading, I've been doing a lot of research lately, and all I can tell you is that we really need to dig deeper. You really need to dig deeper. Whatever faith it is you have, you need to dig deeper. And I don't blame people who are deconstructing, because if you read some of these chapters, some of these verses in the Bible, you will get so pissed. Like, you will get so pissed, especially those parts of the Bible that promote these misogynistic ideas and traditions. I understand that is the predominant culture or whatever during those days, but that's why many people have questions, and I think the only way we can help them is to answer these questions, like feed their curiosity. Like, some people are just they are just curious. It's not as if they want to rebel or whatever. They are basically curious, nothing else. Just like myself, I've been thinking a lot. I've been asking myself questions. What if everything you hold there, what if everything you always hold so there as values, what if those are just lies? What if like a whole lot of what ifs. And what if someone, okay, more what ifs. So what? How do you think you're helping someone with a whole lot of what ifs? With don't ask questions. Don't ask too many questions because it's mystery. Come on, at least we should do the bare minimum and help them understand that apart from the passages, apart from the Bible being mystery, there are concepts because I saw a video that was talking about contradictory passages, verses from the Bible, and all I can say is that it's just from different context. Do you get? It's from different contexts. The passages he drew were just it's still God talking, but he's talking from this different concept. He's talking to different people, but because in this era, in this time, the only thing we do in church is to just how do I say, just open to this verse, open to chapter this, verses this, and then you just read out a line and then you go ahead to preach because it suits the narrative you want to push. But then, forgetting that the next chapter is saying something totally different, like it's saying something contradictory because you are not reading the whole passage. You are not, you're just picking. That's cherry picking. So it will not help. So that's why I'm here to help and read out those backstories. And this story of Samson, it is quite interesting. You know the thing they say, beauty without brain. Something is muscles without brain. In as much as it was claimed to be the spirit of God leading him. He was there to fight the Philistines and the rest. Well, honestly, with the way the story went, for me, Samson is just, I don't even know why you're giving your son Samson the name Samson. Like, that man is so damn slow. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, he felt that because he had the power, like he can do anything. Imagine someone that goes on killing spree at will just because he wants to, just because he can. And we've always heard about this legendary killing of a lion. Um, it just pushes this narrative that he was a very strong person. He's a very strong person. But do you know that? I don't know. I'm trying to find how the significance that still boils down to reading with the Holy Spirit. But honestly, I'm not trying to be logical here. But at least let's just read. Like, let's read this book as if, like, let's analyze this book from our human POV. Okay? Yeah. I don't know. After reading this book, I feel like I want to dig more. I want to dig more because most of the Bible stories I know, they are just from the passages I've heard from the church and Bible studies. I've never like read them for myself, but now I have the urge to do because some of these backstories, like the moral lesson we are drawing from them, I don't think it's exactly what happened because in this case of Samson was just a brainless man. I can't wait to bring the full story of Samson to you. The way he kept on, abusing and neglecting and ignoring the Nazarite vows over and over and over again. Like, Delilah was just a 1%. Delilah was just a 1% of what caused his downfall. Honestly, like, he has been on the rail, to failure for a very long time. So, yeah. So you're on blessed.